going to begin on that song sheet, so thank you to whomever just handed them out. Awaken my soul to all its potential. A letter unique in an infinite scroll. Thank you, Amy. Just a guest and a gift in this life I am living. May I be for a blessing as I come and I go. I come and I go. All right, we've dug this out of our memories. Awaken my soul to all its potential. A letter unique in an infinite scroll. Both a guest and a gift in this life I am living. May I be for a blessing as I come and I go. I come and I go.
In the face of senseless hate, vitriol turned violent, the death, the murder by a terrorist gun of this young couple at the conference, building bridges. Heartbroken as we are, horrific, Rabbi Cheryl Lewert reminds us of the power of the prayer we share tonight. Prayer lets down the barriers between our intimate longings, our private pain, our anxious, clutching fear, and the lives we live. Prayer changes the person who prays because true prayer opens the heart. Prayer reminds us, even when things appear dark, of the everyday miracles that surround us. Prayer is a pointer, connecting us to hope and ultimately to each other. So holding on to hope and holding on to one another, let our prayer tonight bring the light.
Awaken my soul to all its potential. A letter unique in an infinite scroll. Both a guest and a gift in this life I am living. May I be for a blessing as I come and I go. I come and I go. I come and I go. I come and I go.
Shabbat Shalom. On page 120, we kindle the lights of Shabbat. Page 120. We may have twins becoming B'nai Mitzvah this Shabbat. We just may. All right, Mom, this is you.
Okay. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
You can light a candle with each of those kids. It won't come out of there, so it'll stay right there. Just light it with that light. Just turn them this way so it's easier.
ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
You get to go back, you guys. Kiddush. No, you're not leaving. Get over here. Get over here. Come on. Turn the page. We rise for Kiddush.
Which one?
That's you. That's you. It's right here. Baruch.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodecha, ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
Take a sip. Take a sip.
Is it apple juice or wine?
It's apple juice, I think. What is it? Is it apple juice?
No. I think.
You think? Thank you, guys. On page 142, Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeichem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, השרת מלאכי עליון מי מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש הקדוש ברוך הוא.
When the world feels like it's closing in, when fear might be our response to those who hate, we turn to the wisdom of Reb Nachman of Bratslav, who taught all the world is a narrow bridge, and yet the most important thing is not to be afraid. Sometimes it feels like there's no space to go forward, but if we go together, holding hands, putum to putum, spirits united in hope, on page 643.
Kol haolam kulo gesher tsar meod, gesher tsar meod, gesher tsar meod. Kol haolam kulo gesher tsar meod, gesher tsar meod. V'ha'ikar, v'ha'ikar, lo לפחד, לא לפחד כלל, והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד כלל, והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל, והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד כלל. יאי לי לי לי, יא לי לי לי, יאי לי לי לי, יאי לי 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 לי, יא לי לי לי, יאי לי 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 לי, יאי לי לי לי, יא לי לי לי, יאי לי לי לי, יאי לי 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 לי, יא לי לי לי, יאי לי לי, יאי לי.
On 138, we greet the Sabbath bride. Remember that last verse as we turn to the door to greet the radiance of the Sabbath bride, the queen. We turn then to each other to see Shabbat aglow on the faces all around us.
Lecha dodi likra kala yalala 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 pene Shabbat ben kabela. Lecha dodi likra kala yalala 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 pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad hishmianu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקרא כלה יללה 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה יללה 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. Lecha dodi likra kala yalalai 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 B'nai Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likra kala yalalai 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 B'nai Shabbat nekabela Hitoreri Kiva ore kumi ori Uri shir daberi Kevod Adonai alayich nigla Lecha jodi likra kala yalalai 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 P'nei Shabbat nekabela Lecha jodi likra kala yalalai 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 P'nei Shabbat nekabela Boi v'shalom Atere ba'ala Gam besimcha uvetzola Tochem unei am segula Boi chala Lecha jodi likra kala Yalalai 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 P'nei Shabbat nekabela Lecha jodi likra kala Yalalai 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 P'nei Shabbat nekabela
We segue seamlessly. We segue seamlessly on page 146 to the Baruch Hu as we remain standing. 146.
Ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la Baruch Adonai le'olam va'ed
Together on 149. This is an hour of change. Within it, we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it, we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. On 150.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachvenu uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha benismach b'divrei toratecha uvmitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu be'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla nege yomam v'layla be'ahavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha Bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam V'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lechtecha v'derech, uv'sholchbecha uv'kumecha, ug'shartam le'od al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot bein einecha, u'ktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'isharecha, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Emet. The truth inscribed on the Liberty Bell, which is from this week's Torah portion, proclaim liberty throughout the land to all the inhabitants thereof. When liberty and justice don't really feel like it's for all. President Lincoln's prescient words to the New Jersey Senate in February of 1861 remind us of the path to a more perfect union. He spoke, "I am exceedingly anxious at this time that this union, the Constitution, and the liberties of the people shall be perpetuated in accordance with the original idea for which this struggle was made, and I shall be most happy indeed if I shall be a humble instrument in the hands of the Almighty for perpetuating the object of that great struggle. You give me this reception, as I understand, without distinction of party, that you came forward here to greet me as the constitutional president of the United States, as citizens of the United States, to meet the man who, for the time being, is the representative of this nation, united by a purpose to perpetuate the union and liberties of all people. The far shore of freedom awaits if we realize we are marching towards it together." Mi chamocha on 158.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot, osefele, osefele. Nora tehilot, osefele, osefele. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Malchutecha ra'u panecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe uMiriam. Zeili anu ve'amru, Zeili anu ve'amru, Adonai imloch leolam, leolam va'ed. Adonai imloch leolam, leolam va'ed. V'nemar kifata Adonai et Yaakov, ugelo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael.
Our Hashkibenu on 160 prays for attentive peace to be spread over us God's divine providence, but it doesn't happen by God acting alone. We have to extend our hearts in love and care and hope to each other. That's the tent on page 161.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu Leshalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Our tefillah on 164, we rise.
Adonai, Sifatai Tivta, Ufi Agid, Tehilatecha, Adonai, Sifatai Tivta, Ufi Agid, Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Stay Avot V'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Vezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Atzurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Bal Kivurot, Umido Melach, Melech Meimit, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Atah Lehachayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol, Atah Kadosh v'Shimcha Kadosh, Ukdoshim b'chol yom Yhalelu Chasela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el
as we make ready for our prayer for peace, keeping in mind all that's going on. This is day 595 of an ongoing war that everybody wished was over long, long ago. In 1973, during the Yom Kippur War, I was a young Judean. I was how old was I in 1973? I was 15, and I was the president of New England Young Judea. And I, in all sincerity, thought that my Jewish existence was over because I thought Israel was going to be done. In the first weeks of the war, it did not look good. Naomi Shemer wrote in those weeks, the master songwriter of Israel, her hope. And she was going to set it to the tune of Let It Be, the Beatles classic, but altering it along the way to fit the feel of a fearing and hopeful nation. It became the anthem of seeing beyond the darkness to the light that still might shine. Here's the last verse, at least part of it. And if suddenly rising from the darkness above our heads a star still shines, kol shenivakesh lu yehi, all that we ask, let it be. God grant us peace and likewise strength to every soul that we so love. Kol shenivakesh lu yehi, all that we ask, please, let it be. Our prayer for peace is a prayer to see beyond the darkness, to imagine a hope beyond the horizon. It's not going to happen without us, with a lot of people yearning and pushing and protesting and standing up for a different reality. But it's possible. It has to be.
Make of us a house for all people, gather us in hope for all people, surround us in peace for all people, in wholeness and in love. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki ata hu melech adon lecho hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. make of us a house for all people. Gather us in hope for all people. Surround us in peace for all people, in wholeness and in love. Make of us a house for all people. Gather us in hope for all people. Surround us in peace for all people, in wholeness and in love. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
A setting you probably haven't heard because it's new, written by our own Alana Arian.
Brand new.
And you'll hear more about Alana coming here in the fall for a special concert in celebration of her new songbook and anthology.
Oh, look.
Which we were privileged to sponsor. With the brokenness that we face, I'd ask you to rise. You know, reach out, touch someone. Unless they're coughing a lot, don't touch him. It's on a special, beautiful, by Nefesh Mountain Tree of Life, a special offering for our prayer for healing.
Oh, sweet Spirit, hear my prayer. Help these words heal someone out there. I am but a voice, just a cry in the air, but I sing nonetheless. In this pain we share. Oh, sweet friends, come and dry your eyes and hold each other by this tree of life. I'm angry and tired of this great divide, but I sing nonetheless with love on our side.
Our prayer for healing and hope goes out to Jerry Gallner, my uncle, Pat Ryan, Marlo Wiggins, Stanley Tereski, Paul Wiggins, Enid Elton, Andy Rosenthal, Joseph Spinelli, Jody Kahn, Sam Phillip, Ariel Eden, Ian Spear, Kristen Harris, Millie Marmer, Kira Ruttman, Frank Fazzolari, Jackie Pearsall, Joel Brill, Steve Gutman, Judy Gutman, Brad Dembski, Elise Silverman, Dave Richards, Christy Riggs, Lauren Riggs, Lynn Finch, Jennifer Halpern, John Campbell, Natalie Ritter, Wendy Brooks, Arnold Becker, Marlene Bloom, Jeanette Perkins, Rabbi Andrea Weiss, Josephine Lovner, Jay Rose, Michael Cooperman, Marsha Warner, Jody Gottesfeld, Adam Schoenfarber, Berta Zuckerman Blaiston, Maggie Krause, Heather Smith, Rabbi David Wilfon, Pearl Beck, Matt Scarpa, and Missy Garrity. Anyone here add a name in hopes of healing?
Oh, sweet souls who feel broken now, will heal together somewhere, somehow. Time and again we have been let down, but we sing nonetheless, still whole, still proud. Oh, sweet Spirit, hear my prayer. Help these words heal someone out there.
Amen. I need readers. John Borden, you feel like being a reader? Come on up. Come on up. Melinda, you have such a good voice. Come on, be a reader for me. Be a reader for me. Do you have one? Take it from Steve, if not. Okay. You give me 11 minutes, I'll give you the world. So most of us live under an illusion. And it's an illusion that can divide us, can blind us, can cause us to see people in a way that is not real, can cause us to hate, even to kill. But if you know the secret, then not only will the world be better, but you'll be who you have to be and who you're meant to be. It's the secret to Israel's survival. Am I okay here? With this, the mic, what do we think? You think right? Take a look at the top. This is one verse from the portion this week that gives us perspective on everything going on in the world, whether it's in Israel, down in Gaza, whether it's in D.C., on the streets of New York. Keep going. There are far too many places to name. But if we could just readjust our perspective. This is the verse. But the land must not be sold beyond reclaim, for the land is mine. You are but strangers resident with me. What's the problem in this verse? God's talking to the people of Israel through Moses. God has just proclaimed the Jubilee year. We've done the 7th sabbatical year, and then the Jubilee is the 50th. It's a year when everything goes back to its original state, and God says this. Good. The Dubner Maggid will explain. Dubner Maggid, go ahead. But it'd be good if I turn the mics on. Wouldn't that be good? Hold on one second. No, but it will be in a second. Magic. There you go.
Green light. Okay. For you are but strangers resident with me. If you are strangers, how can you be residents? The meaning is as follows. The Holy One and the people Israel have a stranger-resident relationship. If Israel feels like they are strangers in this world, that they are God's guests, this world is but a preparation for a world to come. Then God's presence dwells among them. But if they feel that they are settlers, residents who can do as they please without fear or consequence, then God becomes a stranger to them.
What is the Dubner Maggid brilliantly saying about the verse and the contradiction? What is a stranger as opposed to a resident, or I would call it a settler? So a stranger understands that life is temporary and their hold on things is but temporary. What about a resident? They have more security. Yeah, how do they get the security? They hold on to things. They think that all the stuff they actually have makes them somehow resident, special. They sink their roots in. They don't understand that life is but a way station. For the stranger, they live with an open heart. The settler lives with a closed or full hand. Look now, I'm going to make you Harold Kushner again so she can be Toni Morrison. Look at the Harold Kushner.
Better.
He explained.
Even the Israelites are but God's tenants, resident aliens in the land. Only if they live up to the terms of the covenant will they endure.
In other words, even when settled in the holy land of Israel, we are just renting. When you want to build a plot of land and when you buy a plot of land, you don't buy it in the state of Israel. You lease it for 99 years from the government because no one owns the land. Because of this verse, God says the land is mine. Don't delude yourself into thinking it's yours. So strangers, we're all somehow strangers. Human nature presents the problem, however. We don't see all of us as strangers. We often estrange others. This is from, actually, ironically, a three parts of a lecture, a three-series lecture that Toni Morrison gave at Harvard the year before she died. Toni Morrison.
Why should we want to know a stranger when it is easier to estrange another? Why should we want to close the distance when we can close the gate? There are no strangers. There are only versions of ourselves, most of which we wish to protect ourselves from. For the stranger is not foreign, she is random, not alien, but remembered. And it is the randomness of the encounter with our already known, although acknowledged selves that summons the ripple of alarm. In the end, we deny her personhood, the dignified individuality we insist upon for ourselves, and forget the human project, to remain human and to block the dehumanization and estrangement of the other.
What is Morrison revealing, which is part of the secret to our own survival? The stranger is not foreign. She's random, not alien, but remembered. The stranger is us. The stranger is a part of us. The people we think are strangers somehow, and so different from us, share 99.9% of our DNA. It is just a minuscule bit of us that makes us, on the outside, different, but on the inside, more or less the same. When we forget that, we estrange. We create others. We've been the other for millennia. We know it. But our teacher says, understanding the gift of the stranger can give us the key to relationships and to our world. You can start being Weasel, and then you can be Weasel. Go ahead.
We have been strangers to more peoples than there are on earth. We have seen, thank you, we have seen the smoking furnace. We have seen the burning torch. Abraham's sacrificial offerings were not saved. Why did Abraham agree to this promise? Why didn't he plead with God to save his descendants from exile, to spare them from slavery, not to make us strangers? We'll do the next one.
Okay. Yes, Abraham was frightened. He felt anguish when God first revealed that his descendants would become strangers. But when he heard God's promise, they would be strangers in foreign lands, among strangers, not at home, Abraham felt reassured. He understood that the covenant contained a blueprint for life in society. To live without strangers could result in an impoverished system. To live only amongst ourselves, never facing an outsider to make us question our certainties.
God told Abraham that his children would be strangers, but only among strangers, not to him. they would one day return as God's children, for this is part of covenant too. Exile will come to an end. Everything does. Exile will have a meaning. Everything has. For God is in exile too. And to his creation, God is not a stranger. El is in Yisrael. God is in Jewish history, in all history. And we must not treat God as a stranger or ever be a stranger to him.
So, before we read the last paragraph, so what does Wiesel try to tell us? Number one, that to know a stranger is a potential gift. Wiesel tells the story of growing up in Siget as a young, very traditional boy, and every Shabbat of the most pious men in his community, his father among them, arguing who was going to get to invite the stranger for Shabbos dinner. And Wiesel always felt especially uplifted when the stranger would come to his house. And his father never said it, but he discerned from his father, the key is that the stranger holds a secret, something that makes him different that could be the key to your self-understanding. And when you can learn that from the other, from somebody who is different from you, it may unlock what you don't know about yourself or connect you in a way that you never imagined and teach you, us, that in fact we are all strangers. The last paragraph.
Of course, we are all strangers on this earth, and yet it is up to us to be true to ourselves, to live our lives, to assume our truth and our fervor and share it. And then one day, we will gather around, and on that day, finally, God will not be a stranger, and none of us will ever be strangers again.
What is Wiesel alluding to with, and then one day, on that day? Anybody? Messiah, but he's alluding to a prayer. Bayom Hahu, and on that day. Aleinu, the next prayer we're going to say. What is he talking about? What is he talking about with this? When we estrange others, when we practice divisiveness and rancor, when we put people in boxes and say, you know, all of those people, that's when we don't stand up to those who hate, we are allowing people to become strangers or estranged. And what we're doing is diminishing God in the world. Because, as Wiesel intimates, God is the ultimate stranger, the ultimate other. So, what does this teach us? Why is this the secret? Why is this the secret to Jewish survival? And I think to the survival and the well-being of our world.
To be a stranger is a blessing, because if you're a stranger, you understand every stranger is the same.
Yeah. Well said, Elizabeth. Say, to be a stranger is a blessing because to be a stranger is to understand the other and understand that you too are a stranger because we're more or less the same. It seems like such a basic life lesson, doesn't it? But it's so difficult. So difficult. Our home, ultimately, is in the Holy One. We all share a little spark that comes from that same source. And when we forget that, we start to treat each other as if we're so different that we're better, we have the secret, we hold the land, we have the right faith. Keep going. It applies to everyone. The goal is a little less hubris and a lot more humility to be able to see beyond, to connect ourselves to the gift that we all share, which is hope. So what do you say at the end of a book of Torah? This is the end of the book of Torah, the third book. You say, Chazak, Chazak, Benit Chazek, which means Be strong, and we'll be strong together. It's exactly this message, which is don't make people estranged. Understand we are all just renting on God's great earth. We don't have, no person. We are on 586. We're about to say these words. 586, we rise for Aleinu.
Aleinu leshabeach la'adon hakol, la'tekiru la'liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, begor aleinu kecho hamonam, manachnu kodrim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, v'nemar b'chaya Adonai, l'melech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Sarah Milgram and Yaron Lashinsky, ambassadors building bridges for peace, gunned down, serving, daring to carry on the dream of Zion, brings us back to the 11 Jews who were murdered praying on a Shabbos morning in Pittsburgh and Squirrel Hill in the Tree of Life Synagogue. So I couldn't resist going back to that great son of Squirrel Hill, Mr. Rogers, who said, "If you could only sense how important you are to the lives of those you meet, how important you can be to the people you may never ever dream of, there is something of yourself that you leave at every meeting with every other person, something you leave behind." Kaddish is our testament that every life leaves its mark, one that memory keeps alive on the imprint of our hearts. This Shabbat especially, we pledge that Sarah and Yaron, two Israeli embassy staffers, did not die in vain. Their commitment to coexistence, to building bridges of mutual understanding, to a dignified future for Israel and all the people surrounding her, will be the legacy we hold on to honor their memories. So too we affirm all those who've given their lives for freedom, for this nation, all those who've served. How many people here, anybody here serve? How many people here have a parent or grandparent who served? Raise your hand. And again, my father would never think he's in the greatest generation. He would have said, what are you, kidding? I believe they were. I believe they were. They gave their hearts to a cause, freedom for all. Not sure that cause exists in the same way, but we honor their memories. As we do all those in our LT family circle, whose yortzites are observed this Shabbat. Melvin Borden, Joni Grossman, Chris Jake, Bernie Scheller, Sam Camblins, Jerome Rubin, Elizabeth Hill Baird, Martin Bernhardt, Ruth Berger, Hugo Kirschbaum, Robert Hauben, Sandra Fliegel-Hirsch, Jewel Bergen, Molly K. Cohn, Ernest Freiburg, Emmanuel Brandis, Thelma Weingart, Howard Eisenstein, Howard Hirsch, Susan Jo Thal, Selma Susnick, Sissy Watka, Jurgen Elkin, James Ellis, Alice Levy-Lesser, Dorothy Weiss, Audrey Gersner, Jerry Cohn, Jodine Shankerman, Arnold Haas, Shirley H. Cook, Barbara Bennett Rones, Florence Slavin, Sylvia Korn, Morris Blum, Henry Brandon, Della Speckman, Blanche Zuckerman, Lee Ann Ritter, Fanny Koch, Pauline Taylor, Celia Greenwald, and Rose Coppelson. Anyone here add a name in sacred remembrance? To their names, we link all those who live in our hearts, all those who die senselessly in the midst of a war we hope and pray soon is over, and all those whose love still lives and guides us to this day as we share in words of Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach erutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon, u'v'chayed chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kari v'imru amen, Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lomel maya, v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudsha barichu le'elam birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata da'ami ran bi'alma v'imru amen Yehei shlama rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm Carol Scheffler, a member of the Board of Trustees of Larchmont Temple. Thank you so much, Rabbi Serkman and Cantor Orengal and Justin, for a really beautiful service. Very moving. I want to congratulate the entire Lazar family tomorrow. It's a big day. Remy and Dustin and your parents, Jeff and Jamie. It's going to be wonderful. We cannot wait to pray with you and study with you and learn from you. And we welcome you as adult members of the Larchmont Temple community. Please join us for Hever Torah tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Shabbat Minyan, it starts in the library at 10:30, or of course you can be up here joining the Lazars. This Thursday is the Brotherhood Breakfast Drive from 3 to 7. As you surely probably have heard by now, we've launched our L'chaim campaign, and our goal is to help make LT ready for the next 50 years, God willing, both building-wise and programmatically-wise. If you haven't heard details of the campaign, it's exciting, and I really encourage you to attend a town hall meeting on June 5th at 4 o'clock. You'll get the whole lowdown, you'll get pictures, you'll get a tour, and I promise you it's inspiring. Our annual congregational meeting will be on Monday, June 16th. At that meeting, we will elect the officers and trustees for the next year, review past year's achievements and financial performance, as well as next year's budget and various other items. There'll be a light dinner starting at 6:15. The meeting starts at 7. It's not a long meeting. It will be followed by the board installation service. Materials have been sent out to all of you and can be accessed on the website from a link in the weekly email or by contacting the temple office. We hope many of you will be able to attend this important meeting, but we ask everyone, even if you're planning to attend, to please return your proxy votes. Don't do it on Shabbat, but on Sunday morning. Get up, check out that link, and send in your proxy votes. Thank you all very much for joining us tonight, and Shabbat Shalom.
Next week, we have a lot going on at services, including a pop-up choir. So if you'd like to learn in advance some of the music for the service, that's at 6 o'clock right here. And a number of adult B'nai Mitzvah are going to be honored.
Next week's a very special week. We're going to be celebrating our adult confirmation class. Adult confirmation class
We have 430, no we don't. we have like 35, 36 people who actually stuck it out all year, and it's great. And there'll be Sinai statements. They'll all be in a booklet, and a few of them will be integrated into the service as well. Because I'm not to listen to 36 Sinai statements of those people. It'll be hours and hours. But it's really inspiring to share that journey. We're going to rise for our closing song. It's the same one we started with, or we didn't start, but we integrated it in, which is Gesher Tzar Ma'od. On 643, we rise, from recognizing that the world is a narrow bridge, but the most important thing as we walk forward is not to be afraid.
Kol haolam kulo gesher tzar meod, gesher tzar meod, gesher tzar meod. Kol haolam kulo gesher tzar meod, gesher tzar meod.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.